Dear students, now we are going to discuss duality concept in network analysis and its advantages.
Let's start with the definition of dual networks. Two electrical networks are said to be dual networks if the mesh equations of one network are equal to the node equations of the other network. Here the mesh equations represent the voltages in any closed circuit. Node equations represent the currents meeting at a junction point. Mesh equations can be obtained by using Kirchhoff's voltage law. Node equations can be obtained by using Kirchhoff's current law. These two types of equations are similar types. So here we can say two electrical networks which are governed by the same types of equations are called as dual networks. Okay. The basic Kirchhoff's laws, that is Kirchhoff's current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law, are used to get the duality property of the electric circuits. Only planar networks are the duals. Okay. Non-planar networks don't have that dual circuits. That is very important. Planar networks alone have their duals. Planar means the network laid on a plane without any branch crossing each other. Okay, if there is no branch crossing each other, then we can say that is a planar network. For that we can have duals. Okay, this is the example for dual circuits. So here we can consider the voltage source in series with the resistance R1. There is one load resistor. Okay, here it is a closed path which is having the current I. For this circuit we can apply Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay, we can get that mesh equation. The dual network for this circuit is here the current source in parallel with the conductance, and this resistance, load resistance, becomes the load conductance. Okay, for this circuit we can apply Kirchhoff's current law. Next we are going to discuss the construction of dual networks. For that we can consider the RLC series circuit with a voltage source V. Okay, this is the resistance, inductance and capacitance in series circuit. We are going to apply Kirchhoff's voltage law to this circuit. Then we can get that value as this voltage is nothing but voltage rise, minus to plus. So we can take that as plus V. Here it is plus to minus. The voltage drop is plus to minus. Then it is minus I into R minus L into di by dt minus 1 by C integration of I with respect to t. That is equal to 0. Correct? Kirchhoff's voltage law means the sum of voltages in any closed circuit is equal to 0. Then we can move this minus signs to this right hand side as a plus 1. Finally, we can get the voltage rise V is equal to the sum of voltage drops. Consider that is the first equation. Okay, so this can also be written as the voltage rise is equal to the voltage drop across that resistance plus the voltage drop across this inductance plus voltage drop across that capacitance. Is that okay? Next, we are going to consider the parallel RLC circuit. So, in this case, we can take the current source. So, current source in parallel with the conductance G, inductance and capacitance. In this parallel circuit, the current is getting divided at that nodal points. Then we can apply KCL to this circuit, as we know that it is the sum of incoming currents is equal to sum of outgoing currents. So I is equal to Ig plus IL plus IC. So we can get the value as G into V. Here the voltage is common for all the elements. So G into V, C into dV by dt plus 1 by L into integration of V into dt. Consider this as the second equation. So we can compare these two equations, first equation as well as the second equation. Equations 1 and 2 are similar types but are not exactly equal. Similar type means the mesh equation and node equation are of identical mathematical form. Identical mathematical means here the mesh equation can be written as the voltage rise is equal to the sum of voltage drops, VR plus VL plus VC. The same way we can write the node equation as I is equal to IG plus IL plus IC. Do you all understand? Hence it is called as similar type of equations. But the dependent and independent variables are interchanged in the circuit diagram. So this is RLC series circuit with a voltage source. The dual network for this series circuit is the parallel one with the current source. So here the voltage source is converted into current source. Correct? That resistance becomes conductance. Inductance becomes capacitance. Capacitance becomes inductance. Do you all understand? So here the dependent and independent variables are interchanged. Dual networks are not equivalent of each type. As I told you, these two are not equivalent. These are having the similar behavior. Okay, so dual networks behave similarly with interchanged variables. Okay, so next we are going to discuss the network element and its dual element. Okay, so here that original network is current source, then its duality can be obtained by taking that voltage source with respect to this current source. Voltage means its duality is current. Resistance means conductance. Conductance means resistance. Okay. If that original network is having inductance means its dual network is having capacitance. Capacitance means inductance. Series branch in original network, then its dual is having parallel branch. Okay. Here, if we are going to apply KCL in the original network, then we can apply KVL to its dual network. Here it is open circuit, short circuit, impedance, admittance. Okay. So these are the network elements with its dual network element. Some of the important properties of dual networks are given here. The number of loops in one network must be equal to the number of nodes in its dual network. Okay, so number of loops is equal to number of nodes in its dual networks. Voltage source common to both loops must be replaced with the current source between two nodes. Okay, Kirchhoff's laws give the property of duality in any electrical circuit. Okay, these are the important properties of dual networks. Advantages of duality principle. The principle of duality is very useful in electric circuit analysis. That means the solution of any network gives the solution of its dual network. Okay. It relates the mesh equations and node equations of dual networks. Then we can easily analyze any complex